All right, guys, let's look at Palantir here today. Let's talk about, what's going on with it. Is something wrong with Palantir? Are we in trouble with Palantir? And obviously, should we be buying Palantir or not as long-term individual buy and hold investors here? So let's jump right into the subject here. I know there's a lot of concerns, a lot of questions out there from you guys. So I want to make sure I kind of answer them all. Yep, like we had kind of talked about there's a right here on a major street, obviously ambulances, stuff like that coming by. Anyways, so a lot to get into today, guys. Just make sure you like the video if you like getting the truth off the hype. That is exactly what you're going to get today, guys. And obviously, this is a tough discussion around Palantir. There's a lot of questions around Palantir right now. And so I want to get you guys the truth off the hype. And the best way to do that, I feel, is to play this video that I made for my group specifically in there that kind of discusses all of this, kind of puts everything in context in regards to where Palantir is going, what my current thoughts are on Palantir, and of course, where the stock price is going. Should you be buying or not, all that good stuff like that. So figured I would share that with you guys here. Obviously, we have a 4th of July flash sale. Take advantage of it. The price is going up across the board. I have something new and exciting coming to my group there. And it's just one of those things you don't want to miss out on it, guys. It is a massive value that is literally going to save you more than $1,000 or so. So make sure you check that out. Take advantage. It's the pinned comment down there for those interested. So let's jump into that video for my group here. All right, guys, let's look at Palantir here today. Let's talk about, what's going on with it. Is something wrong with Palantir? Are we in trouble with Palantir? And obviously, should we be buying Palantir or not as long-term individual buy and hold investors here? So let's jump right into the subject here. I know there's a lot of concerns, a lot of questions out there from you guys. So I want to make sure I kind of answer them all. Yep, like we had kind of talked about there's a right here on a major street, obviously ambulances, stuff like that coming by. Anyways, all right, so let's start with Palantir's journey, okay? Many folks, when it was at $200, were predicting it could go to 300, 400, 500 is possible. And you just start dreaming about all the money you can make. In the meantime, we were right here. I mean, you can go back, look at the live streams. I was getting those questions all the time. We simply said it was way overvalued. And more importantly, I kind of said, hey, it's going to stagnate, maybe trade down. And that's exactly what it did. It had nothing to do with predicting the future or anything else of that nature. Just simply looking at how market mechanics work overall. Stocks always return back to that fair value, return back to those fundamentals. It's never not been true in the history of the world. I know Tesla folks like to say it has. Look at my Tesla charts right there. You can see right there when my buys and when I didn't, and when I said it was overvalued, when I said it was undervalued. It just simply isn't true overall. And simply look at the chart with Palantir. It has been dead money for over a year now, guys, during a great bull run, during markets hitting all-time high after all-time high after all-time high. And there's Palantir being dead money. This is Palantir, okay? But the good news is during that time, they have absolutely destroyed earnings, meaning that if they continue, it won't be dead money for 4 years plus like Tesla has been from its highs, because they didn't crush earnings. Their earnings actually went the opposite direction. I'm not knocking Tesla here at all. I'm just simply giving you guys the truth. That is what has happened during that time. We predicted back then Tesla was going to trade, flat or down for a period of years. And I think I had actually said about 5 years at the time. And that's exactly what has happened. And I didn't realize the fundamentals were going to erode as bad as they had and everything else of that nature. Okay. So obviously that's happened. Now, in terms of Palantir not being dead money anymore, we might be months away due to that incredible earnings performance, maybe a year away, barring some sort of a bear market or some other sort of large event happening of some sort. But that right there is kind of the reality. And that's exactly what happened with Palantir. Now the questions are coming, because the stock price has been stagnant for more than a year now, and the market's making all-time highs after all-time highs after all-time highs. What's wrong with Palantir? Is it going to go down more? And a lot of the questions like that, okay? And my answer to what is wrong with Palantir is nothing, okay? There's nothing wrong with Palantir. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I can't say that enough. But I'll give you the 3 reasons why I say that and what makes Palantir so great and why I'm saying nothing. And we'll discuss, will it go down more here in just a moment? What stock price I would buy at and anything else of that nature, okay? But what is wrong with Palantir is we get too focused on stock price and ignore the fundamentals. That's what's wrong with Palantir right now if you're having those type questions. Now, it's a very, very, and I had them too as a newer investor, so it's not a knock on anybody who's a new investor. But if you were feeling awesome about the business of Palantir when it was at $200 last year, how can you not be feeling over the moon, incredible, over the Mars, moon, whatever. Right now with the business after three consecutive blow it out of the water, all-time great earnings calls. So if you were excited about the business when it was at 200, how can you not be just more in love with the stock now after three incredible earnings calls, right? Paying attention to stock price, that right there is where you start feeling bad. If you're not paying attention to stock price, you're paying attention to the fundamentals, you feel great. Take away that stock price and your chest is puffed out, right? You're Superman. If you didn't know what stock price was last year, you didn't know it was at 200, you don't know what it is at right now. You're just simply looking at the earnings and you own the stock. You're going, man, I am Superman. This is great. That's how I feel about owning Palantir because of the business. Now, if you're simply looking at stock price for the indication of the health of the business, then you're feeling deflated and down and you feel like you made a bad decision. Okay. That right there's the reason why you got to separate stock price from the performance of the business. Now, there are three reasons why nothing is wrong and instead it is great. Okay. And then, of course, now we'll talk about, prices and, how to buy and all that other good stuff like that. Okay. Especially for some of our newer members here. But the first reason why it is great is simply earnings performance. You cannot get better earnings performance. That's reason number one. Just incredible. I hesitate to call it all-time great because, obviously you got to go back hundreds of years and obviously I hadn't been tracking every stock every time, but it has been hard in the recent history. We'll say the past 10 years or so. I can't think of a better run on just strictly earnings performance than what Palantir has put up. It has been all-time great. That to me is why nothing is wrong because this business is unbelievable right now. Unbelievable. Better than I thought it could be. Not that I was trying to predict it or anything else of that nature. I just knew it was a really good business. Didn't know it was this incredible, at least based on the earnings right now. Of course, that can change, absolutely, but it is an all-time great earnings performance right now. We are currently right in the middle of in regards to Palantir. So I feel wonderful, and this is exactly why I say nothing is wrong with this company, all right? Now, the second reason why is because, 3 years ago, I won't say it was a question, but it was definitely well, let's see what it is. Well, now we all know AI is here to stay, and they are a clear winner with no direct competition. I don't think there's anybody out there who does not believe AI is going to play a part in individual life. Now, how it's going to look, how it's going to play into our everyday lives and into every single company out there, that's still yet to be determined. What the big winners are going to be and everything else is yet to be determined. However, what I can say is Palantir is already a clear winner. This is not theoretical. This is something they've been working on for 20 years, and it is proving results right now. Bottom line, not it could be trillions this or it could be trillions that. Bottom line, right now, there is profits, massive profits coming in, and there is no direct competition with Palantir whatsoever. They are a clear winner. They are clearly producing in regards to AI to the bottom line. And therefore, this is going to continue into the future because we're at the very, very early stages. It's not mature yet. It's not even close to mature yet. And right now, there is no direct competition. So that right there is the second reason why I feel like there's nothing wrong with Palantir. They were ahead, 20 years ahead in a lot of cases of this whole AI thing. And now they are here printing money and they're a clear winner. And the last reason is they are 5 years ahead of everyone else. But more importantly, everyone is chasing other things in the AI space, not Palantir's niche over here. So we have a lot of the big players playing, a lot of the hyperscalers, the mega cap stocks, the people with huge money that can actually compete and accelerate their journeys because they have so much money. They're not even really chasing the same things that Palantir is chasing. So that for me is another reason why there's nothing wrong with Palantir. This is incredible. This is exactly what we need to have. A business that is at the forefront of the next frontier of, basically the future of investing in our day-to-day lives, companies' lives and everything else. And nobody's even competing. Nobody even wants to do what they do. Nobody's chasing that. They're all chasing other things. Now, again, there's a lot of different things to chase. There's going to be a lot of different things that win. So that doesn't mean you have to do what Palantir does in order to win in AI. Not true at all. Anybody out there saying that is simply silly as well. But for the time being, yes, it's not going to take somebody else 20 years to produce what Palantir is doing, but I bet you it takes 5, maybe even more. And right now, we don't know of anybody who's really directly trying to chase what they're doing because of how crazy good it is and how crazy niche what they do is. That right there is exactly why I love this company and why I feel like this business is running wonderfully. And more importantly, just at the very beginning of its curve up. Now, I'm not going to make crazy price projections and all this other hypey stuff. Just simply looking at the business, this is an incredible business. There is nothing wrong with Palantir. It's hard to find a negative. I can go through their entire financial statements and everything else every single quarter, and you're struggling to find one bad number. Just one. It's hard to do. So this business is wonderful. Now, will it go down more? Right, because it's been trading down despite that great, incredible performance. And what do you do if you want to buy? Okay, so the answer to the first part of that is, will it go down more? Is nobody freaking knows. Everybody out there guessing is simply guessing. I could make a guess, but that's silly. Who freaking cares? If you knew what was going to happen and your little pretty charts and graphs and everybody's pretty charts and graphs or indicators or their intuition or their great fundamental analysis told you which direction a stock was going to go, we would have trillionaire investors. There's none of those that exist. Nobody can consistently do it. So therefore I know it's all fool's gold. But what I do know is it is getting closer to fair value, in my opinion. Of course, you mastermind members, you guys can see exactly what a price I'm looking to start adding at again. And that is all that matters, is simply the fact that I feel the valuation has gotten to a point where it's very, very reasonable. And I might very well have to start buying more of the stock. Now, we either have more great earnings in regards to the stock price, pushing that valuation higher, meaning I can start adding earlier, or the stock price keeps falling, bringing the valuation down to more reasonable terms, or a combination of both, which is kind of what we've been getting over the past, 6 months or a year or so in pound. I guess really probably the past 6 months or so. That right there is what we've been getting. All right. So in regards to how would you buy it? How would I attack this if I'm as an investor? Now, I personally have a full position. So I simply wait for my price target. I have plenty. I bought tons under $10, tons under $20. I have no reason to add any more. Now, you want to give me great stock at a great price? I will happily buy it all day long. But once you have that position built out, you have and you have all the shares that you want. Yes, I'll take a great deal on a great stock anytime. Don't care how many shares I have. But in regards to Palantir, we're not in that spot. So I'm simply going to wait for my price target. Now, for those of you guys that are looking to add or start a position in Palantir, just simply DCA until you get better at valuation, you get better at making price targets. Not trying to guess, is it going to go up or down? DCA, which means you're going to buy some high shares. You're going to buy some low shares too, some super cheap shares. Obviously, the math works out in your favor, right? The more expensive it is, the less shares you can buy, which means you have less of the expensive shares. And of course, if price falls, you're able to buy more shares with that same exact amount of money. So that way you actually end up in a spot where your DCA takes you a lot further and you end up buying a lot more shares at that cheaper price. And a DCA over the course of 5, 10, 20, 30 years is really, really hard to beat. The only way you can do it is to be really good at valuation and price targets. Obviously, we teach that in here. Hopefully those of you guys that want to do that, understand Palantir is a tough stock, sometimes to wrap your head around and such. That's why when you're in those situations, just simply DCA. Once you get better at everything, you can switch over to a modified DCA like we teach, but that's okay. You don't ever have to do that. You can simply DCA into great companies and you will make a fortune over the long run. That's kind of how the market works. And remember, the price goes up for my group when the flash sale ends here, and we have something that's going to save you guys a ton of money coming for those that sign up for an annual membership there. Can't announce it just yet, but it is coming very, very soon. But you also get 5 free courses. You get free coaching. You get to be a part of the best 6, 7, and 8 figure Discord out there. You can see my complete watch list with price targets of when I want to buy all the great companies out there that I'm interested in buying. Obviously, you get to see all my moves in real time, 3, 4, 5 videos a week, just simply that come to the group and nowhere else, just like this video right here. So make sure you check it out. Make sure you check out the pinned comment, see if a membership's right for you. And click this video here if you want to see exactly what I'm buying in this market. And click here to see my exact plan for this market. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.